Hey, what's up, YouTube? It is Melanie back with Melanie Loves Death Metal. It has been a very long time since I have recorded a video and uploaded it. So, life got in the way. A lot of stuff has been going on these last couple of months. I think it's been a month or two since I've uploaded. I don't even remember the last one I uploaded. My family came and visited me for a couple of weeks. They're from Illinois and they were down here. My parents are retiring. They're looking for a place to live down in Florida. So they were down here for a while. My son's out of school, so he's just been home every day. So it's been a little bit tough. Work has been crazy. Just a lot of stuff. I moved my office, a lot of things. So with moving and everything else, just, YouTube, unfortunately, became the bottom of the list for things to do. But life is going back to normal now. My family is now gone. I am back to work on Monday after being off for a while, and yeah, I think I am going to have time to record videos now. So I'm going to be pre-recording a bunch of collection updates. I have so much new stuff to show you guys, a lot of new CDs, a lot of tapes, and a ton of vinyl. So I'm going to break them up into separate videos and just upload them and schedule them. And then hopefully the regular videos should be starting this week. So yeah, let's get started. Like I said, I have a ton of stuff to show. Today's just going to be all CDs. And just an FYI, I'm been under the weather for a couple of days now. I got a really bad cold, so if you notice that I sounded a little rough, that's probably why. So all right, the first things first, got to see that I've been dying to get. Super excited that I finally got it now. And this is the new Parallax Occlusion EP that just came out. This is Raytraces of Death. So this is the CD that I got through November Morte. I can never say their name right, but there's also a tape release that was up for pre-order, I think last week on Gurgling Gore. I believe it may have been sold out already. So yeah, and I think there's also a vinyl version of this. I don't remember who's doing it. But I pre-ordered the CD back when it was first announced. So I got it directly through the band. They're from Canada, if you're not familiar. So I finally got this in last week. Was a really good surprise because I've been super excited about this. So if you're not familiar with Parallax Occlusion, please check them out. This is an amazing band. It is one of my favorite bands at the moment. Their first EP that came out on Gurgling Gore last year is incredible. It is some of my ultimate favorite music right now, and this is right up there. Again, this is another flawless EP that they've put out. It has 3 songs. It's so good. And the artwork is really cool too. Again, I've talked about Parallax Occlusion on here so many times, so if you have not checked them out, please do so. This is a really nice digipack. I'm not a big fan of digipack just because they get banged up pretty well, but this one is a really nice shape. It came undamaged, which was nice. Really nice quality. And the CD, of course, sounds fantastic. So again, Parallax Occlusion, if you have not checked them out, do so. I know I've talked about these guys so much on this channel, so I'm a huge fan, and their music is very, very good. All right, the next CD that I got, it needs no introduction at all. I just needed it for my collection to pretty much end it for the most part, or get it up to date, you should say. This is the new Carcass EP that came out last year, Despicable. So this is out on Nuclear Blast. I mean, Carcass, did they need any introduction at all? I don't think I need to go into detail about who Carcass is and how long they've been out. A band from England, probably one of the best bands ever in my book, probably one of my top 10 favorite bands. So really good EP. It has 4 songs on here, and they did announce a new album that's coming out in a couple of months, and that looks really good. I'm really excited about that. So yeah, I have all of their other albums on CD, and so this was the only one that I still needed. So I finally picked it up. I got it for dirt cheap on Amazon for like $6. So if you're needing this, Amazon has it, but I'm pretty sure they're still for sale on Nuclear Blast's website. So really, really good EP. And just based off of what this sounds like and what their new single comes out has sounded like for their new album, I'm super excited for their new album. So again, Carcass needs no introduction. They're just ultimately one of the best bands, death metal bands, death grind, or whatever the hell they're considered, to be out right now. So all right, another album that needs no introduction, another band I should say. This is Fear Factory's newest album that just came out. I think last month it came out. Aggression Continuum. So a little bit of a background on this. There's a lot of drama around this album. The band has just been fighting for a while. I think Burton and Dino have a little bit of a riff going on right now. And I think this album was written back in 2019. And it's just fighting and going back and forth. It was finally released. So it's the full Fear Factory band, Burton on vocals. But from what I understand is he's not going to be in the band anymore. At least that's what it seems like. So anyway, this is a really good album. I'm not going to lie. I had low expectations coming into it. I pretty much love all the Fear Factory albums. I think Digimortal is probably my least favorite album. I don't ever listen to it. I mean, it's got a couple of good songs, but that was the one album that really just never stuck with me. Archetype, Obsolete, Mechanize, all of those albums I absolutely love. I even love, the newer stuff that they put out in the last few years. I just wasn't sure what I was going to think of this album, but turns out it's a really good album. I really enjoy it. It's very well made. The lyrics are good. Just all around, it's Fear Factory. It sounds like Fear Factory. They have that cookie cutter Fear Factory sound. They don't do anything crazy in here. There's a little bit of orchestral strings, but for the most part, it's an all around good Fear Factory album. I really enjoyed it. And I think this is ultimately going to be their probably last album, to be honest, unless for some reason they make up and they just continue to make more albums together. But to me, Fear Factory just isn't Fear Factory without Burton on vocals. So if they do continue on as a band without him on vocals, it's going to be weird. But I know bands do that. They move on with different vocalists and they still continue to have great success. But for me, Fear Factory, like Burton Bell's vocals are what is Fear Factory in my opinion. So anyway, it's a really good album. Definitely check it out if you're a Fear Factory fan. Some people are probably going to think it sucks, which is to be expected, especially when the band's been around for so long with so much drama going on. But it's really good. And of course, my voice is crapping out now. Excuse me. All right, so the next album that I got to show off, I've had this for a couple of weeks now, but I definitely wanted to talk about it because it's really, really good, is the new Coffin Rod compilation that Maggot Stomp just put out. This is a compilation of a demo, a split with Mulder, and then the rehearsal from back in 2019. So Coffin Rod, I don't think they also need any introduction. I've talked about them on here for a while. This is called Dawn of Decay, the demos, as you can see. I don't know if this is sold out. I don't think it is. As far as I know, it's only out on CD. Like I said, it's out on Maggot Stomp. They're a band out of Portland. They have a new album coming out this year, which I'm really excited about. My CD case came all jacked up, but the CD is pretty cool. It's got some cool artwork on there. Coffin Rod is just all around awesome band. Really, really good stuff. These demos and the split song and the rehearsal is really good. So I'm really glad that I got this. It's definitely worth every penny. So check this out if you haven't yet. Coffin Rod just is top tier band right now in the underground death metal scene. And their first album is really, really good. So yeah, I'm really, really excited about their next album to be released very soon. So the next CD that I got is from Life After Death. I just was on his website looking to see what he had in a distro, which I buy a lot of stuff from his distro, and seeing what new releases he has coming out. And this one really caught my eye, or I should say ear. I listened to it on Bandcamp and I was like, okay, I'm buying this. This is really good. This is Dangerous Mutation with their EP Ripped in Half. This is a one-man death metal band from Spain, and it is really, really good. There's definitely some like old school thrashy elements to it, but it's a very well produced and very well written album, or EP I should say. Yeah, there's even a Demolition Hammer cover on here for 44 caliber brain surgery. So yeah, it is a really, really good album. Like I said, it's on Life After Death. There's also a tape version, and as far as I know, he hasn't sold out yet. So definitely check this out. Probably one of the best releases Life After Death has put out this year. And there's been a lot of really good releases that they've put out. So there you go. Dangerous Mutation, so good. This is so good. I'm telling you guys, check this out. I think you'll really enjoy it. Like I said, one-man death metal band, just does everything. Really well produced, really well written album. It's definitely worth the cost. And like I said, as far as I know, there's still some available on Life After Death's website, and he's also got a bunch of discount codes that are active until the end of today. And then after that, they're gone for 20% off. So good time to go and snag that and a couple of other things. There's a new Anatomia release on there. There's Coffins. Like, Life After Death has a bunch of awesome stuff, so go check them out. All right, so the next one, again, another album that probably needs absolutely no introduction, but I had to have it, and this is the new Anatomia that was just released this year, Corporal Torment. This is on Dark Descent Records. I was not able to get the vinyl. It sold out in pre-order when I was ready to go buy it, so I saw Dark Descent still had some CDs available. I'm not going to show you the back cover because it has nudity on it, but again, Anatomia out of Japan. This is their 4th full-length album. Just really, really good doomy death metal. They're the masters of it. This album is so good. This is easily one of my favorite albums to come out this year. Probably going to be on a lot of people's top lists, and it's definitely well worth it, especially if you're a Death Doom fan. You're going to absolutely love this. And like I said, Anatomia really needs no introduction at all. They're just a classic band, a phenomenal band. Everything they put out is phenomenal. So yeah, really good. I've been listening to this a lot. This album has spun a lot in my CD player since I've gotten it. All right, 2 more to show. The next one is another one of my favorite albums to be coming out, that has come out this year. Yeah, Fluids, Not Dark Yet. This is the Hell's Headbangers CD release. There's also a tape on Desert Wastelands that is now out. I think there's 3 pressings that have happened of that tape already. You're going to see my tape in another video in the future because I did get the tape. So a little bit of background. I pre-ordered the tape, and then the CD came out, and those were available. I'm super impatient, and I really wanted this album, so I bought the CD as well. That came first, and the tape came 2 weeks later. So I have both of them now. I plan on keeping both of them. But if you're not familiar, Fluids now has a new lead singer, Brennan, who is also the main man behind Thorn. And this is their third full-length album. So this is the first album with Brennan on vocals. This album is fantastic. If you're not a fan of Fluids because of the gore elements that they post, the pictures that they post online, the samples that they have, it's very Mortician-like. I would say they've found a sound with Brennan's vocals on this album. I think he added an element to the band that ultimately has made this their best release to come out so far. He just has this dark cavernous vocal style that just goes so well. And just, yeah, it's a really, really good album. I will caution, there is a sample in the very beginning of the album that lasts for about 2 minutes. It's very disturbing. But after that, the rest of the album doesn't have really much of anything like that. So if you've got a weak stomach, I would say skip to about 2 minutes into the first song. But yeah, really, really good album. I love the little guy there. So again, this is on Hell's Headbangers. As far as I know, there's still a lot of copies left. Desert Wastelands has done, I think, 3 pressings of the tape right now. There's a pre-order for a white copy right now with a patch still available. I actually just pre-ordered that as well, even though I have the first pressing tape, because I'm planning on giving away that tape as soon as I reach 2,000 followers on Instagram, which I'm getting close to. So as soon as I do that giveaway, I'll let you guys know. So again, Fluids, I understand they're not for everybody. I know that some people consider them to be controversial just because of the gore aspect of it, but if you don't care about that stuff, you'll absolutely love this album. It's incredible. These 2 albums right here are probably 2 of my all-time favorites to come out this year. There's been a lot of albums that have come out this year that are just amazing. So my year-end lists of demos and EPs and full lengths are going to be long, and the year's not even close to being over yet. 20 Buck Spin has been dropping some stuff lately. Been waiting for them. I feel like it took a while, you know, with the delays of everything that's been going on in the vinyl and the tape pressings. So yeah. Anyway, I'm rambling now. Fluids, check this out if you haven't yet. It's so good. And then finally, oh, I'm so happy I have this. Yeah, I'll just show it. This is Fulci Tropical Sun. This is their second full-length death metal band out of Italy. Fulci is, you know, around the the horror movie phenomenon Fulci. So this is pretty much, you know, a band dedicated to all those movies. This album is so good. This is their second full-length album. I really want it on vinyl, but it's incredibly hard to find for a decent price. And I'm hoping that they do a repressing of those. They have a new album coming out, I think, next month. It's available for pre-order on Bandcamp, but if you're in the US and you don't want to pay those shipping costs, go to Night Shift merch. Fulci is now an official band on Night Shift merch. They have t-shirts, they have their tapes and CDs of their first and second album, this one, and that is where I got this. So really cool yellow jewel case. I thought that was interesting. And again, this album is fantastic. So I've heard that like people don't open these. They keep them closed as collector's items. I actually really wanted to listen to music, so I opened it. I don't know what that's about, but somebody was talking to me about that on Instagram. Has a really nice fold out of the lyrics, and then obviously the zombie guy right there. So yeah, this is really good. Fulci is definitely another top tier band. This is out on Time to Kill Records. And again, band out of Italy, so their stuff is a little bit expensive to get into the US, but Night Shift merch now has the Maggot Stomp tape that was released of their first album. They had the first album on CD and vinyl, so if you're looking for vinyl, go over there and grab that. And then they have Tropical Sun on CD, and then there's shirts and everything else. So really good album. I don't feel like I don't need to talk about Fulci that much on here. People probably know, you guys probably know who these guys are. So amazing band. And that is all that I have for the very first video that I have coming back from a very long time. My next video is going to be all tapes, and then my next video is going to be all vinyl. So I've pretty much split them up. And I have a bunch of new stuff coming in these next couple weeks. So the collection updates should be coming. I'm going to do another label spotlight, and I'll probably do a couple other videos. I've got some ideas that I've been thinking about on my time off. So I'm back. It's good to be back. And thank you all for the support. I'm still beginning subscribers somehow from being on my hiatus. People are still sharing my videos and shouting me out on Instagram. So I really appreciate all the support. And I will see you in the next one.